Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome you on behalf of the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO to this workshop, and also very great pleasure to speak after my dear friend Larry Hinsman, and I know that some other my dear colleagues from the previous live, like Hayo Aiken, like Yari Hapala will be there, and I'm pretty sure many other people will be in the room. And I know that also our staff, our very talented advisor, Chelsea Koch, is with you. So I'm pretty sure that you are going to have a very interesting and very important workshop on how to move forward the ocean decade in the Arctic. And I think it will be very important if I try and succeed in giving you some foundation for your thoughts. So why the decade, first of all? Indeed, with Larry, with many people in the room, we have been trying for many years to achieve sustainability of our observing networks, achieve um, consolidation of many activities. And the Agenda of Sustainable Development adopted by the United Nations in 2015 is very important because, it gives us the way forward. Of course, the times now are very trying, but we understand that even in the state of very difficult crisis, we have to move forward and we cannot forget about the ocean. So what is important? That it is possible, and this is our dream, to work through with the help of science and establish a value chain of ocean science that goes from observations, research, data management to societal values. And this is exactly what we are trying to achieve in the decade. There is no convention on ocean observations. There will be probably convention on managing the ocean life in high seas, convention on conservation and sustainable use of biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction. But that is now discussed in the United Nations. But in principle, our networks are basically a result of our voluntary interest. They are not really so much supported, and we know how important it is and how difficult it is to maintain such networks like SEON, like ArcticNet, the Arctic buoys. So I think with the decade, we are trying to give you a more solid platform for delivery, for sustainability of your networks. But the decade, as approved by and proclaimed by United Nations 2017, is also not a funded exercise. We in the IOC of UNESCO, we are the coordinators of that decade, but we also don't have any associated funds with that. So what we were trying successfully to do was that we would propose a platform for moving forward on the decade. That was the implementation plan that outlined several societal qualities of the ocean, outcomes of the decade, qualities of the ocean, like clean, predicted, safe, resilient, healthy. Particularly would like to say that it is very important to have the qualities like inspiring and engaging ocean. It's more about us people, and also the 10 decade challenges, focusing on pollution, ecosystems, on food from the ocean, on ocean economy, on ocean climate nexus, on warning systems related to the ocean, also on ocean observations, data handling, and moving towards digital twin of the ocean, then also capacity development, and also changing our human relations with the ocean. So, the Arctic Ocean and also the Arctic is in I think, an excellent position to move forward on the decade, because you have strong elements of everything. We have very capable leaders of observing networks. We have also indigenous peoples that are organized in, also through the Arctic Council. So you have the community. So what is the decade doing? Is the decade is organizing think tanks on many areas. So my suggestion would be that capitalizing on the decade action plan that was recently developed, and that is, I think, quite wisely outlining the issues in the Arctic Ocean, you move forward with a preparation of the regional decade program. And I think it will be a quite convincing program for the governments and also for the funders, because you will be able to consider the fast change in the Arctic Ocean, also in related to cryosphere. There will be significant changes, as we know, also in biological conditions of the Arctic Ocean. And with that, you will be able to at least imagine a value chain leading to ocean economy, renewable energy, production of food from the ocean. I have to say that, ocean observations, management of the ocean is also a factor of international cooperation and keeping and building peace, which is very important during these days. So with that, I think there is a possibility to capitalize on the action plan and move forward towards creating a regional program. Chelsea will speak to you and will present already what is happening in many parts of the world. And oceanography is to very much regional science. We have, of course, global standards, but oceanography is very much regional science. And I think with that, there will be a possibility of meaningful development of the plan towards creating a decade program and engaging all stakeholders. And I think you're in fantastic position to make sense out of that. And I hope very much that if this program is created, then the program will be discussed through the mechanisms that we have. We have a decade forum that unites many stakeholders. We have also decade roster. So it will also be useful if you can capitalize on the existing structures of the decade. And with that, formulate a program that will be also staged and leading to management of the Arctic Ocean on the basis of mechanisms that exist there: fishery management, aquaculture management, maritime spatial planning, coastal zone management. But of course, for this region, they have to be modified because of the fast pace of climate change, changes in the cryosphere. But this is all possible, and think if you do this, then the level of specificity in your plans will be increased. They will become much more convincing to the governments, and with that we will be able to move forward, and the decade will play for you the role that it also played in some other regions by mobilizing, by co-designing the ocean science around delivering to sustainable development. With that, I would like to thank you for doing what you're doing and wish you great success in this workshop. And at all times, IOC is with you if you have questions, and let's move forward towards creating a meaningful decade program for the Arctic for the 10 years, actually 9 years. So in 2030, we will have these qualities of the Arctic Ocean as inspiring, as clean, and also peaceful. Thank you so much.